do some trailer reactions as parts of these podcasts until we can go back to our original format, which, I mean, we might not do if this ends up working out super well. But we're trying this out for the first time. For those of you watching on the video side, this is the first trailer reaction that we have done with this live format that we're doing. So please excuse any technical difficulties that we may or may not run into, but Josh tested it beforehand, and I think we had a pretty good look for it. So
yeah,
but yeah,
I think it'll work. We'll see.
So before we actually close out the audio only side, like, just say so what's the trailer gonna be for? Because I mean, I saw Kevin James and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's funny because we've been talking about Kevin James's YouTube channel and how he just keeps on putting out this stuff, and it's been fun. But apparently,
YouTube channel, ever since his YouTube channel, I've gotten more excited about seeing what else he'll do.
I know, it's like, is he just bored? But because not only are these videos that he keeps on putting out funny, but they're like high quality. I mean, they have to take some time to put together, and he's put out so many. And I was worried that it was because he was just like bored, but creative at the same time. But apparently he found time to do this movie called Becky. And I don't know what it's about, but the picture on the screen right now shows a girl with a bloody face and him like with missing an eye and a patch on his face and a long ass beard.
Is this a real trailer? Or is this just something that's on his YouTube channel as like something funny?
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be funny? No, it's a real trailer. It's a real trailer. Well, so let's. You want to try to do this here? I'm gonna have to.
Let's give it a go.
I'm gonna have to switch screens here. So.
Nerfherders who are listening on the audio side, thank you for tuning into this episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out on YouTube so you can see our trailer reaction that we're about to do here. And we appreciate you guys being along for the ride. We will catch you again soon. But for now, on to our trailer reaction.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to switch which screen I'm sharing. So let's share screen. And going to do this.
Still going to see our faces?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, that's kind of like the pinnacle part of a... oh, there we go. All right.
But apparently this is the better way to do it. So, okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's kick it off.
Tell me if you can't hear anything.
I'll let you know. I can't hear anything.
Well, neither can I yet.
What happened by your fort, Becky?
I got audio.
Okay.
Search continues for 4 inmates who escaped federal custody this morning.
Oh, does he have to be a Nazi?
Extremely dangerous.
Come on, boy, let's go swimming.
Oh, can you wait a sec?
What is she doing here?
Let her walk all over you.
She's 13.
Jeff, this gentleman lost his dog.
Okay, well, why don't you give us your number?
My dog is a Rottweiler. Purebred, or as the Germans call them, Rottweiler Metzgerhund.
Of course.
Well, you never let them mate with other breeds. You get the worst of both.
Okay, I think it's time for you to go.
Stay calm. I'm looking for a key. It has this symbol engraved on it. You seen it? No. Well, that leaves little Becky. Where's Becky?
Wait!
He's gonna hold your dad still while I hurt him.
I'm not gonna let them get away with this.
Was a little girl.
Becky!
And she was good.
Stop running!
She was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrible.
What was the point of all of this? For a key?
It's worth much more than that.
Becky! You're clearly a special girl!
I don't want to have to hurt you.
But I do want to hurt you real bad.
All right, so the audio was a little bit messed up. So when I heard it, I don't know. For
like out of sync?
it wasn't necessarily out of sync, but hopefully for the recording side, it ends up going good because you're actually hosting the recording right now. But yeah, it looked like it's just like a really messed up Home Alone. like a really fucked up Home Alone, and honestly, I can kind of get behind that.
The tone was a little. The tone was a little all over the place.
At first, like when he was like describing the dog, I was like, I expected it to be some sort of like weird comedy or something like that. Just because it's like we never let them breed with other dogs. You get the worst of both. I'm like, is that supposed to be a joke? But it wasn't funny. I was just like, is that supposed to be a joke? Because
I think if told
the cadence of a joke, didn't it? Like, didn't it?
Kind of. But I think if told by a creepier person, it might have been more like had more weight to it. But with Kevin James saying it, it kind of like
I think that was the problem.
Like, okay.
I wanted to laugh, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, that wasn't really funny.
I was having a hard time taking him seriously. Whereas
that was a difficult thing.
What was that recent KKK movie about the band that had to play for the KKK?
That I'm not familiar with.
And it had what's his name? It had Jean-Luc Picard as a Klansman. Green Room. Oh my God. Green Room. When Jean-Luc Picard said some KKK stuff in Green Room, you were on the edge of your seat, man. You were like, this is legit. This is creepy. This is intense. It didn't matter that you have seen him as the Starfleet captain for years. He was a compelling villain. And granted, movie could turn out to be well, but Kevin James, he wasn't selling it for me in this. But he looked the part. He looked interesting.
Like to quote Tommy Boy, Patrick Stewart could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
Yeah,
he is a brilliant actor. So yeah, that I can buy. No,
Green Room, go see it if you haven't seen it, people.
This trailer here, I wasn't buying this as a horror thing or anything like that. This one, I don't like. So like as it was going along, I kind of felt like it was gonna lead to it. Because I'm so used to watching his YouTube channel now, I was just kind of like waiting for a joke. Or I was waiting for a punchline of some kind.
When they zoomed in on the girl, doing the traps and stuff, it almost felt like a Wes Anderson film type thing at times. And the music and then her getup looked weird. I was waiting for it to turn out to be like, I don't know if you've seen the movie The Babysitter, which came, I think it's from Mick G.
Was that the Netflix?
Yeah, the Mick G one. And that was very violent, and it was supposed to be like a horror movie about a kid trying to stay alive, but it had so much humor infused into it that it was like hilarious and like super fun. And I felt like this movie had the potential to go that route, but the trailer was trying to sell you that it was a serious movie. So I don't know.
So this is an interesting thing though about the movie. So as I look it up, Kevin James is an R-rated horror film and it's heading straight to drive-ins this weekend, and that's as of June 2nd. So we're talking this coming weekend. We're gonna have this in. Kevin James is taking on a completely new role, the villain in a horror movie, the King of Queens comedy act. I can't believe they got that wrong. This is from Cinema Blend though, so. The King of Queens comedy actor will be the central convict at play in the home invasion thriller Becky. Along with its upcoming release on VOD this Friday, James's latest role will also premiere in almost 50 drive-in theater screens this weekend.
50? Can you believe that? A brand new movie is premiering in how many theaters over the United States?
I don't know.
50. It's crazy, man. It's so crazy.
Drive-ins in 14 states are participating in showing Becky with overwhelming
14
support.
States.
Yeah, with overwhelming support from Ohio theaters, according to Bloody Disgusting. Becky comes from Quiver and Redbox Studios and is directed by Jonathan Millett and Carrie Murnian of 2017's Bushwick starring Dave Bautista and 2014's Cooties starring Elijah Wood. The script was written by newcomers Nick Morris, Ruckus Skye, and Lane Skye. And I'm not... There's more to the article there, but yeah, going to drive-ins. Interesting.
Drive-ins, yeah.
Honestly, when I think of a horror film, like a classic horror film, I always think of the drive-in aesthetic, because that was such a common theme. Like when you'd see a drive-in theater represented in media or something like that, they were almost always showing a horror film.
Like Twister with The Shining, wasn't
Twister, That 70s Show was another one. They were watching The Omen on that one.
Mm-hmm.
October Sky. I don't know if you remember October Sky, but that was another one where we went to the drive-in to see Frankenstein meets the Wolfman or something like that. I don't know. Like it was always a scary movie because you always wanted to like cuddle up with your date in the car or something like that and do the dirty at the drive-in. So I don't know. It was just like a classic movie trope was always the drive-in theater and the horror film, but not with Kevin James, who's normally a comedian playing a dude with a swastika tattooed on his head. So not
it
the
felt
most...
a bit over the top, and then you're like, what's with this key and everything? But I mean, it could be a good film, and there is a second trailer out there. It's a Red Band trailer, so I didn't want to play that one, and I haven't seen that one. But it could be good. I'll definitely check it out because I love Kevin James, and if his YouTube channel has told me anything, it's that he can sell a concept. And so maybe this trailer just does the movie itself wrong. But, I mean, any type of R-rated Home Alone-esque movie I'll see, even if it has the shred of a chance that it'll be good. So I'll see it. Why did I go back there?
I'll let you see it and then find out because it's gonna be on VOD. So I'll get a chance to actually check it out on some platform or another. But yeah, it's a horror film, so I'm gonna let you screen it for me, and then
there you go.
And then we'll go from there.
There you go.
But yeah, all right. So that format worked out okay. Like I said, the audio for me was a little garbled, but
it was garbled. Okay.
Yeah, it was almost as if if you had been holding your microphone up to the speakers, that was kind of what it sounded like for me. I was like, so it wasn't like I was getting like the full audio coming out to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
and I was even following the thing of doing it correctly. So we'll have to experiment with that more in the past, but or in the future. We'll have to experiment with this more in the past. Yeah, in the future.
When we do future ones, maybe if we can't get that issue figured out, I'll just like mute and watch the trailer separately at the same time.
Or something. Yeah. Well, we'll see how it turns out on the back end.
I got the visuals, and they didn't sell me on that, and so I don't imagine that the audio would have helped too terrible much. But it did. I got like a really fucked up Home Alone vibe off of it, which I think was at least one of the vibes they were trying to sell. Yeah, so an R-rated. At least they got that. Home Alone looked pretty good. So.
If Home Alone had Nazis,
if Macaulay Culkin makes an appearance, I'm watching this movie. It's like that'll be all I need.
Is that all?
Like,
is that all you need?
Yeah, fucking damn. Come on, man.
He's in the woods. He's like, listen, let me give you some pointers.
Or maybe
I've gone through this before.
Maybe
Who are you?
Maybe like early on in the film, she's like watching YouTube tutorials of how to like set traps and stuff, and he's the fucking YouTuber doing it.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah,
Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin.
That would be hilarious.
His official name is now.
That would be hilarious if somebody did a Home Alone spoof movie kind of like this, except they did all of the things from Home Alone, but showed the realistic consequences of those things.
Oh, they'd be dead. They'd be dead like a third into that scene.
I know. So you just have a bunch of people, but then you do everything like the paint bucket from the top of the stairs, and you watch the gory.
Done.
Yeah.
Gone.
I mean, that would make it rated R, and then people could get what they always wanted, like Home Alone, but with realism. Literally, like they do a different plot, but they do every single kill from Home Alone that should have been a kill.
Because that's really.
I would watch the shit out of that.
So I think before they even get into the house, because let's see, he opens up by shooting them with a BB gun. Which wouldn't.
He put ice on the stairs.
He put ice on the stairs. That could at least immobilize somebody if he hit hard enough.
Didn't he drop bricks from the ceiling, or was that the second one?
That's the second one.
Okay.
That I'm surprised they got away with doing that one because he was chucking them from like 5 stories up. And Marv got hit like 5 times. Like it was so unfortunate for him.
Oh, the first one, wasn't there a flamethrower to the head? Like
flamethrower. Let's see, BB gun, slipping downstairs. The the million-degree door handle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The flamethrower, nail through the foot, and then landing on your back on a concrete floor on top of that. The iron to the face coming through the laundry chute. Like, just all of these things. First of all, I'd have been done after slipping down the stairs with the ice. Like, my hip's broken.
That back?
I've broken a leg. Something.
Jacked.
I'm done. I'm done at that point. There's no more home invasion at that point. But I don't know. If I had a kid shoot me with a BB gun, I think I'd be just angry enough to try
Point
and
blank. Point blank.
Nuts and face.
Point blank, that BB's going somewhere. It don't just pop off. It digs in.
Those burglars had remarkable determination to get into that house.
Yeah.
So
paint bucket to the face though will put you down. Just saying. If it's a full paint bucket.
But it was the silver tuna. That was the house. That was the house. So
yeah,
maybe they were just that ambitious.
I guess.